As the movie begins, we see a girl who only her mother can see. A few days later his mother dies, and his family turned his room into a storeroom because it was not visible to them at all. This girl's name is Holly, and this thing doesn't like her at all. She starts living in a flat. Now she takes up detective work to support herself. Didn't look at anyone. She started taking advantage of this thing. The celebrity would send her private photos to a cameraman, and the cameraman would pay her handsomely in return. She used to contact him only on message, and he used to send the money to her number. A few days later, he found out that the last celebrity photo he sent to a cameraman had made a huge difference in his career. He was a good fighter, but because of his photo in the newspaper, he lost all his fame. One day a celebrity follows her into a bar when a man named Shem grabs her and prevents her from entering. It is quite surprising that one can see it and touch it. She tries to talk to him, but he is so angry he doesn't want to talk to anyone. Then she suddenly remembers that this is the same celebrity she sent the photo cameraman. She apologizes to him. She tells him that I had a hand in ruining your career. I was the one who sent your photo. He gets angry and says to him that now leave my life. What do you want from me? Please leave me alone. She says to him, please forgive me. I promise I will give you back your lost respect. He goes to an agent where he had a fight. The agent tells him less money, and there Holly sees his mobile and tells him he is lying to you. He is quite surprised to see that the agent can't see Holly. He tells the agent that I know you are lying to me, and also tells him that I know that the fight is worth so much money, and the agent is also quite surprised how he knew all this. And he gets up and leaves, to which Shyam asks Holly that no one could see you there, and how can I see you? She says that I am invisible. She also tells Holly that earlier the whole family could see me, then suddenly I disappeared. I used to see only my mom, and now only you are the one I see. Holly goes to Shane's house. Shane went to a fight that day. Holly goes with him. Shane puts up a good fight and wins, but the fight was too short. Holly tells him that you should do big fights, fight with big fighters that will increase your name and fame a lot. Shane asks Holly which fighter will fight me, who will buy my ticket, and how I will fight a big fighter. Because it is necessary that the fighter will fight. When he is interested in a fighter, he does not fight with every small fighter. Now Holly had returned to her house. She has taken out the list of all the fighters. Now Holly finds a big fighter. She finds out that the fighter was accused of taking drugs. She tells him that if you don't accept the competition with Shyam, I will tell everyone the name of the medicine you use, which will ruin your career. Now Shyam gets a call from his agent, who tells him that the biggest fighter dame in the USA has accepted to fight you. Now this is very happy to hear, because if he wins this competition, his fame will double overnight. Now he increases his practice, and as the day of the competition arrives, he defeats the fighter and regains his fame. Shyam thanks Holly. Holly had come to like Shyam because he was the only person in the world who could see her. When Shyam is kissing Holly, a cameraman takes a picture of him, which is printed on the front page of the news the next day, and everyone starts asking him, who is this shadow girl? But Holly was happy because it was the first time anyone saw her shadow. The next day Holly messages another famous boxer, even though she is sitting right in front of him, but he can't see her because she is invisible. She tells him that you accept the competition with Shyam and you have to lose this fight, and if you don't, then tomorrow night the girl you spent the night with will leak all your photos. And he does so because he cares about his career too. Then we see when the day of the fight comes, he quickly succumbs to the boxer's shame. By now, Shyam's fame had grown so much that hearing his name, the same girlfriend whose picture appeared in the newspaper, who had left him, contacted him again. Holly doesn't like this at all. She is heartbroken because she started loving Shyam. When she goes to Shyam's house the next day, she finds that girl already there. Holly comes out of the house crying, and Shyam also follows her. He knew that Holly loves me, and somewhere in his heart he also had feelings for Holly. He says, look, I can't leave so easily, I love him. Holly leaves after hearing this. And she goes back to her house because she was very sad, and she sees her sister there who was pregnant, but she didn't tell her husband about it. Because her husband didn't want a child yet, she wanted to set her career right now. Holly somehow throws the pregnancy stick in front of him, to which he cheerfully asks her, are you pregnant? To which she says yes, and he hugs her. She then goes to the basement to meet her younger brother. She finds him watching a video of a girl on his mobile over and over. She realizes that my brother likes her. The next day when she is standing at the bus stand, Holly puts her leg forward and starts knocking her down, but her brother stands next to her. And he saves her from falling down, so they both start talking. Now after that she goes to her dad's house. She sees that her dad is crying a lot after seeing her mom's picture. He misses her a lot. They then go to the cemetery to meet her, and she follows them around trying to talk to them, but they can't see her at all. Now Holly gets depressed and starts using drugs. Shyam comes to meet Holly. He says to her, what have you made of your condition? Why don't you find the reason of your invisibility? Holly feels very bad hearing this. She feels as if Shyam has insulted her and goes mad with anger. And she starts breaking things in the house, and she also breaks the necklace that her mother gave her. Now Holly finds out that her next fight is with the biggest fighter named Della, who is undefeated till date. Shyam takes a lot of beating from Della and is badly injured. When Shyam fell down, Holly walks into the ring and puts her hand on his hand and says, "Don't worry, I'm with you now." As she does this, she becomes visible to everyone. Now the guard comes to him and grabs his arm. Holly is very happy to see that he can see me, and he also grabs my hand. That is, she became visible. Everyone could see her. She could live her life like a normal girl. Now, Shyam loses to Della by a few points, and his girlfriend tries to win him sympathy as he walks out of the ring. But he doesn't talk to her and goes out there where he sees Holly and apologizes to her for his mistakes and proposes to her. And the movie ends here. If you like my explanation, please like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon.